Dressing up for your body. Okay. So essentially, how do you dress up for your body? So iba-iba din naman yung mga proportions natin and our shapes. But fashion, we have to know, is architecture. It's a matter of proportions. So it's ideally, the intent is achieving the proportion that you want to show off. So for example, if you have like, the idea is from your current body shape or from your current proportions, paano mo dadayain visually your look to achieve a proportion that you think is ideal. So now I'll go through balance and proportion, or even emphasis, and how color or design elements in terms of clothing can help us achieve those fashion architectures. Okay, so these are, I'm sure you've seen this in a lot of magazines before, but these are the typical body types ng real people, diba? If you're not a model, ito yung mga iba-ibang body shapes that we all have. So you can be diamond, where you're wider in your mid part, or for example, you're an hourglass figure where you have a tiny waist, but you have wider bust and then wider hips. For example, you also have like an apple shape where it's medium here and then it grows bigger and then smaller again at the waist. Pear, if for example you have bigger hips and then very tiny bust. Or inverted triangle where you have broad shoulders and then it tapers down tapos wala tayong hips. Or for example, triangle, if you don't have shoulders and then you have emphasized hips. So we have different body types. And then, ito yung mga shapes that we would like na dayain para we are able to project a figure that we are happy with. So how do we achieve that? So for example, I'm gonna go through 3 different body types, and then we'll see how fashion can help us achieve the look that we want to achieve. So for example, the first body type are for those with tall proportions. You're longer than you're wider, okay? So what you do is, for example, you balance that out kasi masyado na tayong mahaba vertically. So what we wanna do is para mabalance yon, is we try to create an illusion of wideness. Kasi babalansihin mo yung vertical length mo, dadayain mo siya to make it more horizontal. So that's how you do it with, for example, colors or lines or cuts. So we do, for example, horizontal stripes. We can also do it with, for example, midi dresses or like yung mga skirts para you are cut at a proportion na hindi nakakahaba masyado. So it's really a trick to the eye kung paano natin dadayain yung mga proportions na gusto natin. Layers and blocking. So what we want to avoid if your frame is tall, yung mga vertical stripes or layers that will add more length vertically. Okay ba? Ay, okay. Okay, so the next proportion, for example, there. The petite frames naman, if you're not as tall. So what we do is, yung mga daya naman in terms of fashion is, for example, we do monochromatic colors. How does that work? Because it gives you the illusion na isang buo lang siya dire-diretso, mas nakakahaba tignan. Because if you do 2 separate colors, then ang nakikita ng mga mata mo is napuputol yung proportions mo in the middle or somewhere in the middle. But if you're petite, ang gusto mong i-achieve is isang mahabang line ka lang tignan. So, colors can help you achieve that by wearing monochromatic colors for tops and bottoms, parang yung kay Jolina. Another trick is also doing slits or flared pants. Kasi it gives you the illusion of vertical lines, and it also gives you the proportion na mas mahaba kang tingnan than what you really are. Vertical layers also. So for example, yung mga long vests. Ang nakikita lang nung mata natin there is that long vertical line that gives you the illusion that you're longer tignan than what you really are. or mini dresses, or mga nude heels, yung mga short shorts, kasi ang nakikita ng eyes natin are those long legs that gives you the illusion of height. Also, high-waisted pants. It gives you that illusion as well kasi nakikita mo yung legs kung hindi ka masyadong mini-skirt. Thigh boots also. They're all the same. So essentially, it's giving that vertical stripe illusion. So what we'd like to avoid are midi dresses kasi you don't want to cut your legs somewhere awkward na napuputol yung visual, lumiliit tayo tignan. Top-heavy proportions or ankle boots. There. Also, I mean for the last for the last proportion that I discussed today are for plus-sized proportions. Maraming questions about how to dress up for plus-size men or women. So sorry, Kanye, siya na lang yung nakuha kong photos. Pero my main tip if you're plus size is fit for your size. Remember, your clothes should frame you. Not necessarily hug you kasi maglalabasan yung mga sumpa, pero fit for your frame. Because if it's something that's too loose, for example, si Kanye on the right, di ba? If it's too loose, which is a common misconception, kasi pag feeling mo loose, natatago yung mga taba-taba, it gives you the illusion na parang ang dami-daming tela, it's too loose, mas lumalaki tayong tignan. So it doesn't necessarily have to be masikip, kasi ayaw din na nating ilabas yung mga gusto nating itago, but it just has to fit properly for the frame of your body. Okay? There. Another trick into creating that illusion na gusto nating body type is, for example, you have something about your body that you're super proud of, that you super like showing off, then we use fashion to emphasize that and show it off. So for example, your legs. Then of course, by all means, mag-wear ka ng miniskirt, lagyan mo pa ng slit. 'Di ba? So by that, nakikita yung long legs and it really gives you the illusion kung ano yung gusto mong body type na i-achieve. Or if you're happy about your shoulders, yung mga pabakuna tops, yung mga shoulders na mga halter, then it shows off yung mga assets that you'd really like to showcase. Or your décolletage, your waist, or if, for example, you'd like to emphasize, you'd like to de-emphasize something from your body, what you do is you add detail into your clothing that pulls the eye away from what you'd want to de-emphasize. So for example, you'd like to take your eyes away from the tummy, then you'd wear something that's shoulder-bearing para the eyes are led to that area and hindi na i-emphasize yung mga gusto nating itago. Okay. Another trick is also to use details or design elements and color proportions. So for example, we're not, you know when those mornings, when you look into the mirror and theoretically maganda naman yung suot mo, but when you look at the mirror, yung parang you're not sure about something. A trick that I always try suggesting to people is just zhuzh your outfit a bit. So for example, if we see the first one on the far right, you know, in theory, it's like a blue button down and like a black skirt. It has to work. Pero parang somehow it looks kind of dowdy or drab. Then what we can do is maybe trying to make differences in the proportions. Kasi what we see on the far right is half blue, half black. But if, for example, we add more cuts into the proportions, like adding a waist belt over that button down, or if we're just trying to tuck that button down into the high-waisted skirt, then it looks more put together because the proportions look better differently than making it just as dowdy as the one on the far right. Okay? Yes! Mag-no ba naman kayo? Okay. The next step that I have also into dressing up for your body is really dressing up based on your personality. So from this set of girls, I mean, isang girl lang naman yan, but with different outfits, who do you think sa kanila works at a bank? The first one, the one on the far. Okay. Who do you think works at an ad agency? The third one. Why? Oh. Sabi nung eyeshadow niya. Okay. Diba? Who do you think works like in marketing? Ano? Ay, sorry, hindi ko. Fifth, yung naka-black and white classic. See? Is it because, essentially, when you look at it, they're all just wearing skirts or dresses, and it's the same girl. There's nothing really much change going on. But I think because of the way you dress, then it showcases your personality, and it tells something about the lifestyle that you lead, diba? It's so easy to showcase your lifestyle by simply wearing your style. So base your outfit based on your personality. So a quick example that I have is, from my clientele, we handle a lot of mothers. Pero, when you look at them, kahit they're all mothers, they're all celebs, iba-iba pa rin the way they dressed based on their personality. And that's a means of showing off who you are to the world. So for example, Rika, you're just straightforward, no fuss. And people know that instantaneously when they see you and how you dress. So for example, you want to project authority, diba? When you see Camille, simple pero she will command authority. Classic, Bianca is always clean, classic, the tailored silhouettes. And you can see that with her lifestyle that she lives as well. Cheska, always forward, very trendy. She's always so now. And you will always see that, especially with Jolina then, who's always so experimental, always fashion, laging nauuna sa trends. So, even if they live the same lives as mothers, they lead different lifestyles, and that's shown through their personality. Okay, so a few examples is, my favorite would be like how to dress up that basic white button down. So if, for example, you pair it with your basic jeans and a few accessories or just simple heels, then it goes to show, ang bilis makita agad that you're a classic girl. And still put together, but without saying anything, just with how the way you dress, kita mo agad your personality. But for example, that same white button down and you're more relaxed, more chill, maybe the lifestyle that you live or kung ano yung trabaho mo, by pairing it with other things in your closet, maybe baggier jeans, or maybe with sneakers instead of heels, then your personality automatically is presented. Or you're more feminine. Your same white button down paired with a floral skirt, or maybe with wide palazzo pants, then kita ulit even with the same white button down. And finally, if you're more forward, pwede tayong magkaroon pa ng mga ibang mix and match with that same white basic button down. But it's always about your personality, understanding your lifestyle and the life that you live. Okay. At the end of it all, that's the end of my presentation. But I always want to end it with this. If there's something that I said na taliwas sa ginagawa nyo, but you're happy with it, huwag kayong maniwala sa akin. You do you, and you rock it. Okay? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Em Millan. I really love how, you say that there are days that na-envision mo na yung outfit mo, tapos nakita mo parang hindi pala, di ba? I really relate to that. I learned so much. Another round of applause. And thank you. We do have a token for you, a personalized one at that.
Ay, oo nga.
And we will take a quick photo. All right.
Thank you.
We wish we had more time But that was a jam-packed presentation indeed. Have a great rest of the
Thank you,
day.
thank you, thank you!